Namaste and once again welcome back to the online maths class. Last class we have learned second order derivatives and we have discussed some problems in exercise 5.7. Now we move on to the remaining part of exercise 5.7. Let me start. Here the question is, if y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, prove that d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. We are given a function y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x and we have to prove d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. Okay, so first we can find dy by dx. Here dy by dx is equal to first term 5 cos x, so 5 into derivative of cos x is minus sin x, then minus 3 into derivative of sin x and it is cos x, so it becomes minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. Again we can differentiate with respect to x, so d square y by dx square is equal to minus 5 into derivative of sin x, it is cos x, then minus 3 into derivative of cos x and it is minus sin x. Clear? So which is equal to minus 5 cos x minus into minus plus 3 sin x. Okay, now we can take one minus common, so minus of 5 cos x here plus, so it becomes minus 3 sin x. Okay, so which is equal to minus of 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Here it is given that y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. So we can replace this one by y. That we can rewrite as d square y by dx square. This minus we can take to left side. It becomes plus y is equal to 0. So d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. That we want to prove. Okay, understood? Now we move on to the next question. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. So here we have to find d square y by dx square in terms of the variable y alone. Okay, so it's given y is equal to cos inverse x. From this we can write cos y is equal to x. Okay, now we can differentiate with respect to x. Cos y, derivative of cos y is minus sin y into dy by dx, which is equal to, and derivative of x is 1. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to 1 by this minus sin y, that minus sign I write on the numerator, so minus 1 by sin y. Understood? Which is equal to minus 1 by sin y. 1 by sin y means reciprocal of sin y and it is cosec y. So the answer becomes minus cosec y. Now we can find the second order derivative, that is d square y by dx square. D square y by dx square is equal to derivative of minus cosec y. That minus sign I write first. Cosec y. Derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x into cot x. So here it is y. So minus cosec y into cot y. Then derivative of y. That means chain rule dy by dx. Once again, here the term is minus cosec y. I write the minus sign first. Then cosec y. Derivative of cosec y is minus cosec y into cot y. But instead of x the term is y. So we have to apply the chain rule. That means we have to multiply with the derivative of y, and derivative of y is what? Dy by dx. But dy by dx, the value dy by dx is, we got it as minus cosec y, that we can replace. So minus into minus plus cosec y cot y. Instead of dy by dx we can write minus cosec y. So it becomes plus into minus minus cosec y into cosec y. cosec square y, then cot y. So the final answer is minus cosec square y into cot y. That means d square y by dx square is equal to minus cosec square y into cot y. Understood? Now the next one is, if y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, show that x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. As we know, we have different notations for second order derivatives like d square y by dx square, then f double dash of x, y double dash, y2 and so on. Okay, so here the notation is y2. y1 means first order derivative, y2 means second order derivative. So given y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. First we can find first order derivative. So dy by dx, instead of dy by dx I write y1. Okay, so y1 is equal to 3 into cos of log x, derivative of cos of log x. So first we can treat it as cos x. Log x can be treated as x, so it is cos x. Cos x derivative minus sin x, so minus sin log x. Clear? Then we have to apply the chain rule. Instead of x, the term is log x, so we have to multiply by the derivative of log x. That is, derivative of log x is what? 1 by x. Understood? First cos x derivative minus sin x, then log x derivative 1 by x. Okay. Similarly, here 4 into sin of log x. Sin x derivative cos x, so cos of log x into log x derivative 1 by x. Okay. So this can be written as minus 3 sin of log x whole divided by x, then plus 4 into cos of log x whole divided by x. That is y1 is equal to, here the denominator is same, so we can write minus 3 sin of log x, then plus 4 into cos of log x whole divided by x. This x we can cross multiply, so we get x into y1 is equal to minus 3 sin log x, then plus 4 cos log x. Okay. Again we can differentiate this expression with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x. So in the LHS part, it is xy1. xy1 means x into y1. So x into y1 derivative y2. y1 first order derivative, derivative of y1 with respect to x. That is d square y by dx square, or we can write y2. Okay. Then plus second function y1 into derivative of x. Derivative of x is what? 1. Which is equal to minus 3 sin log x. That is minus 3 into sin log x. Sin x derivative cos x. So cos of log x into 1 by x. Then plus 4 cos log x. So 4 into minus sin log x into log x derivative 1 by x. Okay. Now we got x into y2 plus y1 into 1 is equal to minus 3 cos log x into 1 by x, then plus 4 into minus sin log x into 1 by x. Okay. So this can be written as minus 3 cos log x, then plus into minus 4 sin log x whole divided by x. Since the denominator is same, we can write like this. Okay. Now we can cross multiply this x to left side. X into x, that is x square y2, then plus x into y1, x y1, which is equal to In these two terms minus is common, that we can take it out. Minus of 3 cos log x then plus 4 sin log x, okay, which is equal to minus 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. It is the value of y, given that y equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, so we can replace y and we can take this minus y to left side. This becomes x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. Okay, that we want to prove. Understood? Now we move on to question number 14. If y is equal to a e raised to mx plus b e raised to nx, show that d square y by dx square minus of m plus n into dy by dx plus mn into y is equal to 0. Okay, so given y is equal to a e raised to mx plus b e raised to nx, we have to prove d square y by dx square minus of m plus n into dy by dx plus mn into y equal to 0. Okay, so first we can find dy by dx, which is equal to a is a constant, so a into derivative of e raised to mx. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, so here e raised to mx into derivative of mx and it is m. Okay, then plus here also b is a constant, so b into e raised to nx into n. Okay, so this can be written as a m e raised to mx plus b n e raised to nx. Understood? Now d square y by dx square, the second order derivative, which is equal to, here am is a constant, so am into e raised to mx, e raised to mx into m. Okay, then plus bn constant, so bn into derivative of e raised to nx, it is e raised to nx into n, which is equal to a m into m square, am square e raised to mx, then plus b n into n square, so b n square e raised to nx. So this is d square y by dx square. Now we can take the LHS part. LHS is equal to, here d square y by dx square, then minus of m plus n into dy by dx, then plus mny. We can replace the values of d square y by dx square and dy by dx. So here d square y by dx square and it is a m square e raised to mx plus b n square e raised to nx, then minus m plus n into dy by dx. Here dy by dx is a m e raised to mx plus b n e raised to nx. That we can write here a m e raised to mx plus b n e raised to nx. Okay, then the last term is mny, so plus mn into, instead of y we can write a e raised to mx plus b e raised to nx. So mn into a e raised to mx plus b e raised to nx. Okay, which is equal to a m square e raised to mx, then plus b n square e raised to nx. Here we can multiply and remove the bracket, m into first term and m into the second term. Okay, here on minus sign is there, so minus of m a m e raised to mx, that we can written as capital A m square e raised to mx. Okay, the second term minus m b n e raised to nx, that is b mn e raised to nx. Clear? Similarly, n into first term, n into second term. So minus a m n e raised to mx, then minus here b n square e raised to nx. Okay. Similarly, we can multiply this one mn into a into e raised to mx, that is plus a mn e raised to mx, then mn into the second term, that is plus b mn e raised to nx. Okay. Now we can cancel the terms a m square e raised to mx, here minus a m square e raised to mx, that we can cancel. Here b n square e raised to nx, here minus b n square e raised to nx. Then minus b mn e raised to nx, here plus. Then minus a mn e raised to mx, here plus a mn e raised to mx. So each and every term cancelled. So the answer is 0. Okay, that we have to prove, which is equal to RHS. Understood? So here we find dy by dx and d square y by dx square and substitute the values in the question. Okay, the LHS part of this proof. Clear? Here the next question is y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. Show that d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. Okay. Given y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. We have to prove d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. So first dy by dx is equal to 500 is a constant, so 500 into e raised to x derivative e raised to x. So here e raised to 7x into 7. Then plus 600 into again e raised to minus 7x into derivative of minus 7x, that is minus 7. Clear? Now d square y by dx square, which is equal to again 500 into derivative of e raised to 7x, e raised to 7x into 7, and here one more 7 is there, that I write last. Okay. Then plus 600 into derivative of e raised to minus 7x, it is e raised to minus 7x into derivative of minus 7x is minus 7, again one more minus 7. Understood? Which is equal to 500 e raised to 7x into 7 into 7, 7 7s are 49, then plus 600 e raised to minus 7x, here also minus into minus plus, 7 into 7 is 49. So here 49 is common in both the terms, that we can take it out. So 49 into 500 e raised to 7x, then plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. Clear? Which is equal to 49 into 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x, and it is y. Here y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x, that we can replace. So which is equal to 49y. Okay, that means d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. Understood? Now we move on to the next question. If e raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, show that d square y by dx square equal to dy by dx the whole square. So given that e raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, and we have to prove d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx the whole square. Okay. So first I rewrite e raised to y is equal to 1 by x plus 1. Take it as equation number 1. Okay. Now we can differentiate this one with respect to x. E raised to y, derivative of e raised to y is e raised to y into dy by dx, which is equal to 1 by x, derivative of 1 by x. This term we can take it as x. Okay, then only we can apply the formula. So 1 by x derivative minus 1 by x square, here minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. Okay, and we have to multiply by the derivative of x plus 1. Here derivative of x plus 1 is what? 1. So this will be the answer. Now dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by this e raised to y, I write here e raised to y into x plus 1 the whole square. Clear? Which is equal to minus 1 by, and the value of e raised to y in terms of x is this one, 1 by x plus 1. Okay, that I write here 1 by x plus 1 then into x plus 1 the whole square. This square and this term cancel and it becomes minus 1 by x plus 1. So dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by x plus 1. Now we can find the second order derivative d square y by dx square, which is equal to, here also it is in the form 1 by x. This minus sign I write first, minus into, the remaining is 1 by x plus 1. As in the first case, we can use the formula minus 1 by x square, that is minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. Clear? And minus into minus is plus, 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. Now we can compare these two terms. Here dy by dx is minus 1 by x plus 1. dy by dx is equal to, we got it as minus 1 by x plus 1. And here d square y by dx square is 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. While comparing, we can identify that minus 1, here minus 1 square is plus 1. And denominator x plus 1 square is what? X plus 1 the whole square. Clear? So which is equal to dy by dx the whole square. Okay, that is d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx the whole square. Understood? Now we move on to the last question in this exercise. If y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square, show that x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 equal to 2. Okay. So given y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. First we can find dy by dx. So here the notation is y1 and y2. So this can be taken as y1. So y1 is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. First we can assume that x square derivative 2x. So 2 tan inverse x into derivative of tan inverse x. Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, once again, tan inverse x the whole square. That tan inverse x we treat it as x. So it becomes what? X square. And derivative of x square is what? 2x. But instead of x the term is what? Tan inverse x. So it becomes y1 is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Now we have to multiply with the derivative of tan inverse x, and it is 1 by 1 plus x square. This 1 plus x square across multiply 1 plus x square into y1 equal to 2 tan inverse x. Clear? Now we can differentiate again with respect to x. Here product rule, 1 plus x square first function, y1 second function. So 1 plus x square into derivative of y1 is y2, then plus y1 into derivative of 1 plus x square. Derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of x square is 2x. So 2x, which is equal to 2 into derivative of tan inverse x, 1 by 1 plus x square. Here also we can cross multiply this 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square. It is 1 plus x square the whole square into y2. Then plus here 2x y1 into 1 plus x square. Here 2. Okay, so this will be the answer. Now we can rearrange the terms. In this question, x square plus 1 the whole square. Here we got it as 1 plus x square the whole square. Both are same. Here I rewrite 1 plus x square as x square plus 1 the whole square into y2. And in the second term, it is 2x into x square plus 1 into y1. Here 2x into this term we can write first 1 plus x square, that is x square plus 1. Then finally we can write y1. Okay, which is equal to 2. Understood? That is x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. Okay. So this finishes exercise 5.7. I think you understood the concept. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Thank you.